Good evening. As we discussed that we've spoken about Mercury, we've spoken about Venus. That's five and six is done. Now we'll talk about number seven. So just as number four, we've got Rahu, allocated to number four. We've got Ketu over here allocated to number seven. Okay. Now, what are the positive traits of Ketu? They're very investigative. They're good at detection of things. Very good at discovering things. Very good at the occult, very good in meditation, very good intelligence, very good connecting. Then being a specialist in whatever they like to do, very calculative, research oriented, very investigative. Okay, they love to investigate. They hold a lot of dignity and pride in them. Okay, and they have this sense, within them, the love towards solitude. So whenever you have a good Ketu, you will see you will not have that sense of attracting that kind of money or materialistic things. A good Ketu will be more of reformed, more of filtered. You would know the difference between materialistic as well as the spiritual upliftment. So whenever you have somebody coming to you who's born on a 7, a 16, or 25th, you need to actually know what that person is doing in life. If you say that he's come to you for more of a very a materialistic approach in life, and he's not getting, just see how exactly his Ketu is placed, how spiritual is this person. Forget about spiritual, whether he's religious or not, to start off with. See, Ketu is not religion. Religion is just here to show us what exactly we need to do as per the norms which are set for us. When you're talking about spirituality, it is not about religion. Ketu is about knowing the higher self. Ketu makes its own law. So number sevens make their own law. They are their own thinkers. They are the finest thinkers, what they think, provided it's the right way. The best of occultists, the best of inventors, the scientists, they have a very prominent and a good Ketu placed on the chart. When you're talking about a bad Ketu, the negative traits of a bad Ketu would be, they would go ahead and have a lot of shrewdness, hidden motives, too much of pride, too much of very reserved misunderstanding, sarcasm, very suspicious about things. They cannot express themselves, argumentative, too much of temper. So all these things would come under a negative 7. When I say a negative 7, that means either Ketu is in debilitation, where either it's afflicted, either it's not placed in a good positioning on the chart. So very important to go ahead and see how exactly Ketu is placed on the chart. See, Ketu is something which has immense knowledge, means immense knowledge to seek the higher self. I am not talking about the materialistic world. I am talking about something which is knowing the higher self, much beyond imagination, the hidden truths. That's the reason why we say people who are into meditation, people they are into the occult, they do not need to think about only the spiritual aspects. See, very good Vastu consultants, very good astrologers. I would advise everyone to live a Ketu life at times. Why? Do not run behind the materialistic gains in your life. If you get the divine blessing, the divine touch, when you go, try to see things in a very different way. There's much more than achieving things in life. You have to have the attitude of let going. A good Ketu would always let go. Ultimately, what you would discover something beyond the scope of an average mind. At times, when we cling on to only materialistic things in life, there are times when you get overboard of one specific thing which you're doing. A good Ketu will always have options, and they would not worry, they would say relax, it would happen. Why? Because they have that divine blessing, that no matter how rough the sea is, I'll go through. So it's very important to go ahead and ignite that Ketu qualities within you, because at the end of the day, it's not the materialistic things which gives you that kind of name and fame. It's more, you go grow more of self development from within, which will take you on that higher pinnacle. Colors for Ketu, mostly it's multicolored, gray as well. Do not set names on a 7 until and unless you see the person is on that spiritual journey. He has some kind of a goal. If you see somebody who has more of a materialistic goal, see other planets on the chart which you can put a name on. But rather than putting his name on a Ketu, avoid putting the name on a Ketu. That's a 7 vibration. So this is what I have for you for number 7, which is Ketu. And then we'll do Saturn and Mars, and we'll end the series today for all the 9 planets. Thank you so much.